I already made this video. I made it pretty good. I didn't make it. It wasn't pretty good. I ended up crying. I'm probably gonna cry in this one too. But, I already made this video, but it was 3 minutes too long, and I could have waited till tomorrow when YouTube will probably let me upload it, but I don't feel like it, and I'm tired now. And I can't sit up where my stand is for my phone and my lighting is, because I hurt. And I'm gonna shake a lot because my hands hurt. But I want to make this video now for you guys because I hit 500 followers today. And this video is all, well, technically it's all about me. But the reason why I'm telling you guys this, because I would be quite happy if I didn't have to fully tell this story online where everyone will always be able to see it. But I want to tell you guys because it gives context to when I say I love you, and you'll understand as I talk about it. So, I've always been sick. I've always had health problems. Specifically, I've always had joint problems. But growing up, I was always told that it was one of 4 things. That I was lazy, that I was overweight, which I'm not even very overweight. I don't. Anyways, that I had bad posture, or that I was, like, whiny. I don't know how you can tell a child that they're whiny when they're telling you that their joints hurt, but yeah, there are asshole doctors out there. But, yeah. So, the story mainly starts in September of 2015, and I was working full-time at the time, and my joints were dislocating a lot, like, daily. And so I went and saw my doctor, and I was ready for her to tell me the same thing that I always get told by doctors, and she looked at me and she's all like, no, there's something really wrong here. And so over the next few months, I would go through a lot of tests and a lot of x-rays and stuff until I would get sent to a genetic specialist. My hands hurt. And so when I saw the genetic specialist, they first brought up the name called Ehlers-danlos syndrome. Now, if you didn't know, because most people don't know, Ehlers-danlos syndrome is a genetic connective tissue disease that affects the way your body creates a protein called collagen. The best way to explain this is that most people's connective tissue, which is your skin and muscles and ligaments and veins and arteries and organs and eyes and just like everything. Think of it like a rubber band. You can stretch it a lot, but it always snaps back into place. Mine is an old rubber band. It stretches a little bit too far, and then it snaps really easily. So when I was told this, obviously my first question was, what do I do now? And he mainly just said to just take life easy. Well, okay. So I went back to work, because what the fuck else do adults do? So I went back to work for a little while. And then after a while, I had to go down to part-time because I hurt too much. And then April came, and this was in 2016 now, and for a few months my mom had been telling me that I needed to go back to my doctor and tell them how much worse I was getting, and I didn't want to because I knew what my doctor was going to tell me, and I didn't want to hear that. Don't be me. Please don't be me. I can't say that. I can't say this enough. Don't be me, because I'm not a I am a stupid person. I'm not a smart person, but yeah. And so I finally went to my doctor in April, and I got told the exact thing that I knew I was going to be told. That the disease was progressing, that my joints were getting worse, and that I needed to give up working. And I didn't want to. I know a lot of people, because I was a sales consultant, and I know a lot of people, they always hate their first job, and they always hate working in sales and in customer service, but I loved it. And the work was everything. I didn't want to go back to school or anything like that. I wanted to just work my way up in the world. So work was my everything. And I'm not a social person, and so I didn't have friends outside of work. I have one friend in real life, and she lives an hour and a half away from me, and I kind of hate her most of the time. If you remember back to the election, I stated once about my friend who harassed a person with a Trump sign. Yeah, that's my friend. That's my one friend in real life. Yeah, I hate her a lot of the time. But so yeah, work was where all my friends were too. So I didn't know what I'd do after work. But I didn't have a choice in the matter, so I had to go on to disability. And it was scary. So I had put in my application for disability, and I had around 2 weeks until I would get the answer back. And so I had been watching a lot of YouTube at the time, as you do when you have no friends, and I watched a lot of Sargon of Akkad, and he always brought up Twitter. Now, I was terrified of Twitter, mainly for the same reason that a lot of women are scared of Twitter, because feminists hate Twitter, and they will tell you up and down that it's a scary place. It's not that scary of a place, but I thought it was. And so I thought that I could go on Twitter, and I would watch Sargon of Akkad talk about Gamergate and debate stupid people, and maybe I would find someone to talk politics with, because I live in California, and as you can tell by how shitty of a friend I had, there wasn't really people that I could safely talk politics with without risking being screamed at or losing friendship. One. But yeah, so I started a Twitter account, and it was great. So yeah, as the months went by, I think I've seen so far 10, maybe more specialists, from cardiology to fucking just everything. I can't even remember all the names right now. And each one of them had bad news for me. I got told that the curve that's supposed to be in your cervical spine or your neck, it was no longer there for me because my muscle spasms were so horrible that it got rid of them. And then I found out that my thoracic spine, or the spine that's in your chest, that is being pulled to the side because of muscle spasms, and all of those hurt. And then I got told that I have celiac disease, which, if you don't know what that means, it means your body attacks itself when you eat gluten, which sucks, because that's beer and bread. It's like a lot of things. I can't think of anything else right now, but, oh, and it's cookie dough. That pisses me off. I can't have cookie dough ice cream. Do you know what life is like without cookie dough ice cream? Well, I imagine if you don't like cookie dough ice cream, then it wouldn't be that horrible for you. But I like cookie dough ice cream, and I can't eat it, and that fucking sucks. Especially when everyone else in my house eats it, and it pisses me off. And I went to physical therapy, and, every specialist would just tell me, oh, just wait till you get into physical therapy, they're gonna make everything better. No, it did not make anything better. It made everything worse. And I talked about it a little. I don't think I even really talked about it on Twitter because it was really, to be honest, I think that was the closest that I ever got to just giving up on everything. But yeah, it made me sicker and it made me hurt. And it's not even like I was doing it a lot. I did 1 hour once a week, and the rest of the week I would have to lay in bed because I hurt so much. So I can't do that. And the rest of my joints hurt, and I now have arthritis. And I also probably have other autoimmune diseases, and I don't sleep. Like, I've been on Percocet, and if you don't know what Percocet is, it's usually a pain medication that is given to people who go through surgery, and it's given to them. Yeah, I took that. That could not even make me sleep through the night, so I don't sleep very much. And the newest thing, I kind of talked about this. I have hypercalcemia, which means that you just have a lot of calcium. Okay, that's fine. What they think the cause of that is a tumor on my parathyroid gland. And it would be non-cancerous if that is it, but tumors are scary. And so, in general, I hurt, and I'm tired, and life is hard. That's pretty much, life is hard. And I get asked a lot by friends and family and from people on Twitter. I get asked, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with always being in pain? Literally every second of the day I'm in pain. I can't remember. I don't even know if there was a time when I was not in pain. People ask me how I deal with that. And you want to know what it is? It is Twitter. How fucking crazy is that? It is Twitter. That thing that everyone says is full of assholes and misogynists, and that's what keeps me going. And it's what makes me excited to be up in the day. And it's where my friends are and everything. You guys give me the will to go, obviously, yes, my girlfriend helps and family helps, but they can't be there for me constantly. But Twitter is there constantly because I have friends in fucking Australia. Thoughtful, I love you. I know that you're probably the only one watching all of this, but I fucking love you. I have friends in Texas. Hi, Greg. I love you too. I have friends who, oh god, I forgot where he lives. Tyler. I know that you were in Florida. I don't know where you are now. I have people in Florida, which also my girlfriend lives in Florida, but I have friends in Canada. Hi, Canadian weeb. I love you. And, you guys give me the will to go on. And I have 1 minute left to talk. So, I love you guys. If you made it through this video, then you guys are awesome. And I love you more. But I love you all anyways. Thank you for letting me love life. Because I know I wouldn't love life. But I don't know if I still would be here if it wasn't for you guys. So, yeah. Thanks for sitting through this really shitty video. I love you. Sweet dreams. Good morning. Whatever. Peace out, babes.